It's kind of finicky. Just
if you can't get it started up, I will.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Do you want me to do that?
Right now it should be saying it's offline. Let me just refresh the Twitch.
Oh, yeah, we're up. We're live.
We're live?
We are live.
Oh, shit. Oh
Live
God,
and
I look
alive.
so awkward and derpy.
We're
I'm so painfully pasty.
Oh my God, my hat's had a... Oh. Okay.
I need a hat too. Where did I put my cool... Where's my cool hat? Here's my cool hat. Okay, here's my cool hat. Here we go. I'm gonna do the whole podcast like this.
That's fine.
I'm supporting this, and I'm not even gonna talk. I'm just gonna be like this, and then have the little head here. Here we go. Problem solved. I respect this.
We'll be like...
Horror Nerd wants to know if the stream's up and his connection sucks. Horror Nerd. The bird is speaking to you. Listen to the bird. Respect
the bird.
I'm not sorry.
Sensual birds.
do. I'm gonna type back and say the stream should be up.
Mm.
The bird is speaking to you. Listen.
I sound so bad.
That was my phone.
Have you ever
interacting with chat through the phone?
Have you ever watched Saw? I haven't, but that sounded like the fucking Jigsaw thing. Like, the bird is speaking to you.
And you should learn a lesson about your life.
Shh. I would like to play a game. It's called Persona 4 Golden.
So, what games have we been playing recently?
Wouldn't he be more of a fan of 999?
Are you putting a skin calming lotion next to the screen?
Yes. I want us to get advertisers. Come on, guys.
Want an advertiser? Advertise my shit. I will sponsor you.
Sponsor me. Sponsor me.
Geeks by Gaslight, sponsored by the LA Metro. It's pretty good.
No, it's actually I'm really ashy today, and I didn't think to do this.
I would express my sympathies, but I know ashiness isn't that like again a.
I wouldn't say it's a black people thing because I know that's where you were going.
That's where I was going because I haven't heard anyone who's white talk about that ever. Is that a black people thing?
I knew a Filipino guy who got really ashy on the track team.
When you say ashy, what do you mean?
I just say like your skin's flaking because it's like it needs to be moisturized.
I have never had to moisturize my skin. I'm just automatically moist. I had to.
Who's the one who manages your quote channel?
Viv.
Viv. Is Viv here yet?
I'll send that to her. We message a lot. What exactly did I say?
I'm just naturally. I've never been had to moisturize. I'm just naturally moist. I think
that was it.
I'm just naturally moist.
Oh my God. Do you want to intro? Do you want to intro the show, Guthrie, or should I?
I can intro it.
Is like everyone here?
Oh, a few people are here.
Well, we got Horror Nerd. I think Ronnie's here, or is that you, Guthrie?
No, that's Ronnie.
I'm here.
Wait. Oh,
are you Burner?
I'm streaming as Burner, but my account is Stalar Memes. That's the account I'll be using to respond in chat.
Yeah, all I'm saying is if you want more viewers, let me know. I can start streaming over there. But if not, we can stay here.
Up
to you.
I think it's just so easier for Ronnie to upload.
Okay. Then
yeah,
I don't care.
Okay. I'll stream it on Ronnie's because
it's all good. I understand. So let's have you introduce.
Yeah, welcome to the Geeks by Gaslight podcast. We'll talk about geeky shit that's happened over the past week. So let's start off with games.
Ronnie died. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah. I was gonna save that for the end because no one cared, but yeah, Ronnie's dead. May he rest in fucking pieces.
Rest in pepperoni.
Rest in pepperoni.
I don't know about you guys, but I came for Sly's beads, so like really the first half an hour of the show is always pointless for me. I just want to see slide speeds. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's just talk about games we've played. The only game I've played over the past week is Crusader Kings 2. That game is a lot of fucking bullshit that I keep coming back to. It's like the hyper-realistic medieval life as a noble simulator that's such utter bullshit, and yet I keep coming back to it. Someone stop me. Yeah, playing as a female in that game is a crock of utter bullshit. I had to deal with 6 fucking rebellions at once.
Okay.
Wow.
God, being a girl is such bullshit. I've got like 6 rebellions a week, and I can't even...
I executed all of them, by the way. All of the rebels got their heads chopped off.
Nice.
And now I imagine you're actually used to blood. So...
Today I've been playing Battleborn like a lot, the beta for that.
Oh, nice.
It's really great. Great. I know you don't like first-person shooters, but I feel like you might like this one because it's very character-driven.
Bun says being a girl is shit.
Oh.
Respect. Being a girl is shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Battleborn though.
Yeah, Battleborn's really fun. I've been playing as a mushroom and a witch girl for the whole day, so that's been pretty cool. And also, this has kind of consumed my week. Honeycam Studio. You haven't heard of this, Sly? Well, you know the developers who made Honey Pop.
Yeah.
They made.
I don't know who they are.
Well, okay, I know, but they made a spin-off of the Honey Pop called Honeycam Studio, where you manage. It's like a tycoon game, but instead of a city or a theme park, it's a cam girl business.
Oh.
It's really hard to
Unless if it doesn't have the Bejeweled puzzles, I'm just not gonna play. That's titties and ass. Who cares? I want Bejeweled.
There's not even titties and ass in it.
That makes me.
There's no hentai in it. Really.
Ronnie is defending the game, saying, "Hey, that game is surprisingly business oriented."
It is. It is actually surprisingly business oriented.
Sure.
It's actually really fun. I will send you the link to the download of that slide.
Guys, people aren't buying the game because of anime girls. They're buying the game because of anime girl economics. Let's go.
Honestly, it's really addicting because I keep saying I'm only going to spend an hour doing it, but then I spend about 3, and then it's well, shit, there was homework. Stamina.
Let's see.
More I came for it. I have a lot of stanime.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
That is the end.
What games have I been playing? I haven't been having much time to play anything. I played the Final Fantasy 15 demo. I thought it was eh.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought I felt like it was Kingdom Hearts, but slower with less control. I'll wait for the game to come out to see how I feel. But for games I've actually been playing, mostly it's just been a lot of downwell on my iPhone. I don't have time to play anything else, really. I've been playing the dating game, if that helps at all. Is that a video game? Is that?
Oh, yeah.
Is that a video game? I think that's a video
game, but just
that's the hardest one of all.
Complete bullshit.
That's the hardest one. God damn it! I also think that the graphics are pretty nice. The graphics are pretty nice. It's they've got a lot of pixels.
Seriously, it's such a high polygon count.
Yeah, that girl has so many polygons. You can't.
I only fall for girls in low polygon.
Man, it was the prettiest 30 seconds of Kingdom Hearts I've ever played. Damn. Shots fired. Yeah. Hey, Buns, 1 to 5, rate it. I'd give it a 2.5. Personally. And the rest
I
of
didn't play the demo.
A 4, really? You liked it that much?
It looked pretty okay. I don't know. I didn't play the demo. Never that much of a Final Fantasy person. So when you talk about the 7 remake, that's going to be mostly you two.
Well, it's not even a matter of being a hardcore fan, because I got into Final Fantasy with 13. Like, and then it's because
I might get into it with this one, honestly. It's just, first off, until like a week ago, I thought all the games were connected, and so I was just like, I'm not gonna get the new one. And then I found out that they have like nothing to do with each other. So
okay, you can't be the host anymore. You can't. This is not okay.
If you
Anyway.
like,
I'm not kidding. I was just like, Jesus, that's a giant franchise. But I mean, I played some of the originals on the Game Boy, and those were pretty good. It's like me.
Since
and
I'm the
Sonic.
new host, welcome to Geeks.
you are not the new host. Guthrie is doing a fine job. It's okay. Hey, Final Fantasy, while I love it, and I've played at least some of almost all the main series games, it's also full of bullshit. So it's fine if you don't want to get into it.
I says 2.5 to 3-ish. Good. See, another YouTuber like represents me. Dre, if you ever do YouTube, you'll get on my side of things.
Whatever. I don't care. I mean, at least it's not as bad as that Persona 4 trash you all like.
Oh God, fucking anime fags. What the? Anyway. See, I could say fag because I am one. Guthrie, why don't you lead us off?
All right, so first subject is Ronnie's personal favorite, the sad Ben Affleck ad for Dark Souls 3.
It exists. It exists. It's a thing that's happened, and we can. And there's all the topic of discussion. We could like hooray.
No, this is the main topic for discussion here.
I thought it was shit. Also, Ben Affleck knows that it was shit, and also the people who made Dark Souls know it's shit. So the mutual knowledge of shit and this one meme have combined to bring us one of the oddest trailers to a game franchise that takes itself really seriously ever.
Okay.
I love it when people talk trash about stuff because it's just fun to listen. I do think a lot of people put a lot of time and effort into Batman vs. Superman, so I'm not sure if any specific one person can be blamed for its shittiness besides the writer. But like, I don't know.
Oh my god. If you want, hey, have a fun time. Even if you haven't seen the movie, look up some of like Zack Snyder's recent quotes about the reaction to the movie, and then
did he blame the fans?
No, he did. But first of all, he came out. I believe he recently came out and said he was an objectivist, and yes, and he said he wanted to bring an objectivist tone to Superman. So,
why the fuck is he in charge?
Yeah. So you do know these people are these entire concepts. It's like you're saying, well, as a Satanist, I really wanted to make this Jesus film because, like, no, these are two completely opposite.
I want to see the Objectivist Jesus movie now.
I just want, like, can we have a meme of, like, people self-identifying as something, like, that's commonly considered awful, really, like, respectfully, like, well, as a Satanist, I believe, well, see, as a furry, I do believe that we need to...
Zootopia 2!
It's probably gonna happen.
As a necrophiliac, I feel we need to better identify with those who are put into graves.
You know what? I read a lot of. I did a ton of research on the Satanist like religion, and honestly, it gets a really bad rap.
Satanism gets a bad rap, huh?
I wonder why.
But if you look up some of the stuff that's in there, well, yes, there's a lot of terrible shit. There's also a lot of shit that they actually like encourage. Like it's not a religion that's racist or homophobic. It's really just like fuck God. That's it.
I want you to understand that the headlines tomorrow are going to read Dre Best supports Satanism, gets killed in sleep.
Z-lister on Z-list podcast gets blacklisted from all churches.
What, you blacklisted me? Is it because I'm... Anyway, speaking of movies, I watched The Force Awakens finally yesterday.
I watched it yesterday too, but
now?
not for the first time.
Yeah, just now, for the first time. Mostly just because I don't go to movie theaters unless I honestly give a fuck about the movie. Like, I've never been that big of a Star Wars fan, but my grandmother came down this weekend, and she was like, hey guys, I have a DVD copy of The Force Awakens, let's watch it. And I hadn't seen it before.
Hey, guess what? A funny thing. When I went to a week ago when I saw Batman versus Superman, there was still one showing of Star Wars.
I mean, it's supposed to be a classic. I thought it was okay. Like, I thought it was
a pretty good movie. I watched it yesterday for the second time. It's a good movie.
It created more questions than it answered, and son. Anyway, let's
Son.
Yeah, I mean, cinematography and technically wise, Force Awakens was pretty awesome. I have some issues with the writing and the pacing, but I have issues with the writing and pacing in every Star Wars movie, so, like, discount my opinion regarding the Star Wars movies.
Same. How about you, Dre?
I really enjoyed The Force Awakens. I don't think it's the best Star Wars movie, and I also am not like the weirdos who are like, it's the worst one. It's like
it's acceptable.
Fine.
It's not even acceptable. It's good, but not comparing to the classics. But a significant step from the prequels.
It's weird talking positive because I don't want to be one of those people who are just like, it's the best thing ever, and if you don't like it, you suck. Like, but I also want to encourage that it's actually, like, as a movie, it's a really great movie, and as a start to like all the new Star Wars shit that we're going to be getting, it's really good, like, starting point.
And speaking of all the Star Wars shit we'll be getting, Rogue One, the trailer was released, and honestly, I'm just going to say my thoughts and then y'all can speak, but honestly, I'm really interested to see how it'll turn out, because it's going to be a Star Wars film without a lot of the classics like lightsaber fights or Force or...
No Force.
The Force or anything like that. Like, it's going to be a Star Wars film without a lot of what identifies Star Wars, so I'm interested to see how it'll turn out, and it looks pretty good.
I haven't watched the trailer because it reminds me too much of Star Wars 1313, and I was really excited for that game, and it made me sad. So I just haven't watched it.
Well, you're off the podcast now.
Ronnie's leaving. Also, because I didn't get to offer my 2 cents about The Force Awakens, the two things that I liked most about that movie, or at least two things that I really appreciated, were the fact that they used, like, more Muppets than anything else, in the sense of, like, it was very similar to the original movies, from what I remember. Like, yes. I loved that. And I also loved the fact that I was watching it, and then the credits rolled, and it said Lupita Nyong'o. Do you know who that is?
No.
Lupita Nyong'o was the one who played, you know, the little midget alien thing with the big glasses that she had?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, that one. She was that one, but Lupita Nyong'o is most commonly known for her main role. She got an Oscar for 12 Years a Slave. So she's a really renowned black actress now. And I love everything that I've seen her in, and I just, like, she's a really good actress. I was like, that was Lupita Nyong'o? Awesome. So
I will say I really want to see that character show up in the other movies. And like,
Maz.
Maz, I really enjoyed her, and she didn't die, right?
No, I don't think so.
No. Yeah,
they saved the planet, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so I would just like to see her not be like, I don't want to see her like piloting an X-wing or like being in the main action, but like as one of those, like, she can be off on the side, like talking to Princess Leia.
I feel like in because basically what's happening with Star Wars is they have the mainline trilogy 7, 8, and 9, and then they also have these anthology movies, which is going to be Rogue One, I believe a Han Solo movie, and according to rumors, a Boba Fett movie. And I feel like
that's not a rumor. That's happening.
Oh, it's confirmed now. And I feel like Maz is going to appear in those films because they introduce her as being like this 1,000-year-old person who kind of everyone big in the galaxy knows. So she's going to appear in the future.
We'll get new special editions, and she'll be inserted digitally into all the older movies.
Oh.
The only way they're going to get a Han Solo movie is if he plays the Ghost of Christmas Past. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Anyway.
Well, I mean, there is an Indiana Jones 5 that's happening.
I found out about that in my physics class, actually, a few weeks ago. And I was like, hey, Mr. Martinez. And he's like, what's up? And I'm like, Indiana Jones 5 just got announced with Harrison Ford, and everyone in the class just went...
Although most of the alien stuff
The entire-
from Indiana Jones 4 was from George Lucas, so it'll be interesting. But at the same time, it's being directed by one of the writers for Crystal Skull.
Oh. Huge breeze going out. I think that everybody in the world collectively sighing.
Yeah. Horror Nerd says that Jar Jar fucking Binks is back. Although he did just say that they announced a Twiwi 2, and he said he was joking, so I'm not sure if I can trust him as an information source.
Oh, I did accidentally kick him from the...
All right. Anyway, so after Rogue One, which I know nothing about, what is our next topic of conversation, my fellows? My fellow memesters.
I guess we'll go into the Final Fantasy VII remake, because more details were announced. Basically, it's going to be released kind of segmentally. I don't want to say episodically, because apparently each one is going to be a full game. Oh, Sly's here.
Oh, cool.
I think.
I added him back to the call.
Is Jar Jar Binks actually back?
No, I
Back
don't
in
think
black.
so.
He's actually not joking. Okay, hold on. Now I'm going to look up if Jar Jar Binks is back.
I mean, like, the Star Wars is back,
Forget
and I
Final
don't think
Fantasy
they have...
VII. Who cares? It's all about Jar Jar.
Final Fantasy VII is Jar Jar back.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, from Quartz.com, the headline says, "People are paying to remove sex, violence, and Jar Jar Binks from movies."
Wait. I just want to say, while we're speaking about Jar Jar Binks, I just want to give my opinions on Rogue One.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm liking from this is it's directed differently. You can tell there's a lot more like kind of saving. It's shaky cam, but it's like the good shaky cam where it's like Saving Private Ryan, and not like the first Hunger Games where that looked like just like somebody gave like Michael J. Fox the camera. Like it looks just like the camera's moving. It's filmed like a war movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like a war movie, but Star Wars. And
Yes.
God.
I kind of want to see it succeed, because it's going to be a Star Wars film without a lot of the Star Wars. Like, it's going to be a war in the stars, but it doesn't have the Star Wars.
Ooh,
If I make any sense.
Okay. From GameSpot.com. Square Enix has clarified the episodic structure of its Final Fantasy VII remake, stating it will be comprised of multiple full-size games instead of a series of smaller episodes. The details were revealed in the latest issue of Game Informer, in which producer Yoshinori Kitase said the development team was using Final Fantasy XIII series, which encompassed a total of 3 games, as a model. Yeah, because we should base all of our games on a colossal fucking failure of a series.
Yep. Okay, rant times with Dre starting.
Do it.
Final Fantasy VII does have kind of art. It is a little bit of an art-based game because a lot of the game centers around exploring the different mental states of the characters. So you kind of get to learn a little bit more about Barrett, Tifa, or Vincent, or whatever. That being said, the good thing about that is that it was woven in to the game. You would just come across Barrett's hometown, and then you would realize that it's kind of his fault why it's all fucked up. It was not that you escaped from fucking goddamn it, the starting city.
Midgar?
I've never played the
I've never
game.
played
No one
Final
here's gonna
Fantasy
judge you.
VII. It's Midgar, I believe,
Neither
right?
Midgar. Yes, Midgar. And you don't like escape Midgar and then it's like 7 months later. They went to Barrett's old town. No, you just continue on your adventure and then you go to Barrett's town. There's no point. This is not how anybody wants Final Fantasy VII. Square Enix, you have the easiest fucking job to print thousands of dollars. You say everybody's
they're trying to print thousands of dollars, but they're trying to capitalize their thousands of dollars by making it around $3,000s of dollars.
But here's the thing, like, it's not like somebody who's going to get this wasn't going to just. It's not like Well, I would get a Final Fantasy VII remake, but what I really want from it is like an entire game about Kate Sith. No.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
This reminds me of when Peter Jackson first went, "Hey guys, The Hobbit's going to be 3 movies."
That is a good comparison.
I will defend that because if you read The Hobbit itself,
It doesn't translate well into a movie.
It doesn't translate well into a movie, and also when people I feel like people are underselling that when they're saying it's just a simple little kid story. No, there's actually a lot in there that informs the overall message of that movie, which you can turn or in that book that you can turn into a legitimate movie. But what I would say you compare this to is like the how they're doing how Ridley Scott's doing the new Aliens films. Have you guys heard about this?
No, I know Neil Blomkamp is doing like a next Aliens movie, and knowing him, it's probably going to involve Space Marines that are also South African mercenaries.
Yes, probably.
Every damn film he's made, it has South African mercenaries. Like, we get it. South Africans form a large part of the global mercenary community. You don't need to shove it down our throats.
That
Frankie.
or like,
Who is
hello,
this?
Sly
is
is here.
Oh, dilly dear. Sly is here.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. God damn it.
Hold on.
Oh dear.
Skype just crashed.
I'm gonna see.
Oh.
stack.
Super
Skype
edgy
just
dude that
crashed.
cuts himself while watching VeggieTales. Because everybody's got a water buffalo. Yours is faster.
Oh, yeah, I should have known that was Super.
blue.
I should have known that was Super.
Yeah,
Of course it's
Skype
That was
crashed.
like one of my
I
favorite.
apologize.
That was like one of my favorite scenes in VeggieTales, by the way.
I've never actually watched much VeggieTales. My cousins, who are like, they're really religious, but we're really tight, and they used to watch VeggieTales a lot when they were kids, and they would sing that fucking Water Buffalo song. Now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry.
You know what? I wasn't really religious as a child, and I still watch VeggieTales. I don't know why. I never picked up on any of the religious overtones.
It's because God always loves you.
I remember watching the pirate one.
And then I was always, and now all I can think of is if you're going to make like songs, like turn food into outlets for you to preach about Jesus, why don't you call it soul food?
Oh!
Probably because
Like,
of the connotation. Probably because of the connotation with the black community, if you think about it. Like, if one thinks about soul and soul preaching, that's commonly associated with, like, the black community and black churches.
Yeah, but think about it. I mean, like,
It's a good name.
you have like some
Y'all
collard-
have Jesus.
you have collard greens talking to some yams, and like you could have.
I believe
huge
we were
kettle
talking
pot.
about Final Fantasy VII.
And if
Oh,
you were
yeah.
supporting the
Yeah.
legalization of weed, you could have baked potatoes.
No one's going to top that. The podcast is done. No one's going to
Sly
top
wins.
that.
All right, I'll
Goodbye.
stop streaming right now.
LOL, my big ideal pitched VeggieTales back to my dad when he was in charge of an animation studio, and it was the shittiest character demo. My dad was like, what the fuck is this? I love it. So, Final Fantasy VII,
There are
putting
No,
it
I
into
exist.
multiple different games is trash. Hey, Sly as a camera.
multiple
Yeah.
full-length games is dumb.
Yes.
Yep.
Why is this game like? When is this game going to be? I don't want to play this game in 2050. Okay. And like Square, they release their games their games are always so delayed. Like I thought this was supposed to be like kind of after Bravely Default. They said we're going to go back to our ways, like our roots.
You're going back to our old ways.
Yeah, we're going to the next Final Fantasy will be turn-based, and then you announce this remake, and it's like, okay, finally we can start going back to what are you doing, Square? Square,
Square, we were proud of you.
Then 15 comes out. What happened, Square?
Like, Tetsuya, what are you doing?
Tetsuya.
I mean, he's like...
Tetsuya was only involved until, like... Well, hold on. Oh, yeah, Tetsuya Nomura is in charge of the 7 remake, isn't he?
Yeah. And
he didn't even know he was in charge of it when they announced it.
That's where he got in 7's where he got his start as a character designer.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, Tetsuya Nomura, like, just what's wrong with the active time battle system? It's not like it stopped working. It's not like you just made Bravely Default, and it's basically just a slightly modified version of the active time battle system. And guess what? Everybody likes that game. And now you're using this new like Kingdom Hearts style. Like, who was asking for Final Fantasy VII to be an action RPG?
Because they were making Kingdom Hearts, and they're like, you know what? Let's slap.
A lot of people were asking for the Final Fantasy VII remake with a modernized gameplay, so that was probably the connotation they had.
You know what? I was watching some Jim Sterling today, and I watched his one about the actual Final Fantasy VII remake, and he asked a really important question, which was, what particularly is wrong with turn-based gameplay, and what makes it so archaic? Like, I don't...
It's for all the fucking anime weebs.
I don't see...
Or the nerds playing Civ 5.
I don't find it as, like, it's not like it's outdated. What does that even, like, mean in terms of, like, gameplay systems?
Because it has a pretty frequent connotation with older titles who couldn't handle fast-paced gameplay. Doesn't necessarily mean that the gameplay is flawed because it worked back in old times. Old times being within, like, the past 15 years or so.
Yeah, but, like, first-person shooters have been around since before even Doom. But, like,
Wolfenstein
it's not like
3D, that was, I believe, 93.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein 3D
basically
was 93?
stayed the same. Wolfenstein 3D was, I believe, 1993. In the gameplay for first-person shooters, in fact, even the engines for many has stayed the same since then. Like, for example, any modern game you play on Source uses the same basic coding that Quake 2 had for environments. And it works. Why change it?
But I never
save us, Cliffy B.
Like, you know, we need to really stop making first-person shooter games because they're getting, like, really archaic. It's not. This argument doesn't make sense to me. And it kind of reminds me of that time when everyone said that survival horror games don't sell with no like evidence as of which, and then Amnesia: The Dark Descent came out.
Everyone was like, "Oh my god, we need to do survival horror games."
When did survival horror games start becoming profitable? It's like they never stopped being profitable. You just decided they didn't.
1 second. Horror Nerd says each episode of Final Fantasy VII will be a full game, with one being an actual full remake of the original, and then the other episodes expanding the story.
You know what that sounds to me? A waste of money.
It does, but if they're going to do it, that's the smartest way to do it.
Yeah, instead of chopping up the game. And I mean, it kind of makes sense.
And it turns out just being Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Don't make fun of Dirge of Cerberus. Don't make fun of Dirge of Cerberus. Buns is in the chat. She'll come after you.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense to me because they're redoing all of the models. They're redoing everything from scratch, which is significantly more expensive than a simple port with updated graphics, which in itself is no small undertaking. So it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it feels kind of dumb. That's my perspective, having never really played a Final Fantasy game.
A full remake of 7 was already going to be really expensive. Mm-hmm. And like, making multiple games of this, like, this seems almost, like, dangerous to the company. Because, like, looking at 15, it's... Look at how much money is just dripping from that game in like that full world. The worlds for Final Fantasy games have become smaller since the PlayStation 1 days because they haven't included world maps. And reportedly, this one won't either. So they're going to have to make a full world that all operates like how 13 and like just an open world game. That's really expensive to do.
Have we driven this topic into the ground yet?
I guess.
If anyone else has anything to add, then go ahead. But we'll go into the next few topics and then kind of wrap up.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan.
I think it could be done well if they do it right, but basing anything on Final Fantasy 13 is just kind of risky. I feel like it's time to move on.
I agree with Studley.
Mm-hmm.
Studley? Most people don't call me that. Respect. Actually, okay, it's really weird. Okay, just because you called me Studley, and Studley is a nickname for sexy, and sexy reminded me of a thing because someone's flirting with me and I don't know who. So... okay, I was hanging out with a friend of mine. He goes by the handle Zamanot on Twitch, okay? Pretty cool guy. He introduced me to this app called After School.
Well, promising signs already.
After School is an anonymous posting board where you can post anything about anyone, and anyone anonymously can like it and comment on it. The whole thing about it is that it's anonymous and based on a certain school community. So it works with high schools and it works with colleges, right? I've been posted about on there so far 3 times, and all of them have been hella flirting with me. The first one says, quote, "They say Disneyland is the happiest place on earth, which is funny because you're not there all the time." Second one says, "With you, it's impossible to have a bad day." And the third one said, "I had the nicest smile." Someone wants this dick. I'm not used to being flirted with.
It's your dad.
It's, oh my, what?
What? Who even would say such a terrifying thing? It's just to give you a
I blame
comment.
Sly. I blame Sly.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm enchanted by the takeout in Sly's background. I'm like Sly's like camera over me is like a I Spy book. I'm just like looking for things now.
I spy with my little eye some leftover tie.
Oh,
Hold on. Actually, that's Chinese food. Thank you very much.
Oh wait, Horror Nerd, you're taken? Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that like about a couple months ago, right? Cool, congrats. I hope he loves it.
this. I got this the other day.
Oh yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
what-
It looks like
government
someone
money.
took. It looks like someone took a mouse and stuck it in a waffle iron.
Yes.
How did that I've seen that over there. I heard it's
What
really
if
good
it's-
for MMOs.
Actually, the salsa dancer. Okay, the salsa dancer thing is totally done. I met her boyfriend. Actually, he's a really nice guy.
1 second. I'll be right back. After I
Oh,
swim
nice.
around over here.
Matt20171 says ghost.
Ghost.
Ronnie's a ghost. Ronnie's a ghost.
Yep.
Ronnie's not a ghost. He's dead.
Welcome to the Geeks by Gaslight
like-
podcast. Ronnie is
They
dead.
busted him.
Ronnie is dead edition.
The Ronnie is
But no,
dead
the-
episode.
The salsa dancer thing is done. It's actually really funny because I'm talking to someone now, and it's uncanny how alike we are. Like if I was 5'2" and had a vagina, I'm weird. We should move on to things that people actually give a fuck about.
Yeah.
I
so
think we should.
next topic. There was a guy who basically remade the first Zelda game completely 3D with voxels and put it for free online, and it got taken down by Nintendo.
Of course it
Of
did.
course.
Was he charging for it?
No,
Oh,
it
for
was
free.
just for free. So it's obviously piracy. But apparently he doesn't actually care, but I just think it's a pretty shitty thing to do.
That's kind of shitty. Because even Capcom, when that guy was making the Mega Man X Street Fighter, they just picked it up and like released it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
Nintendo is just ass backwards about all their shit. They're like, if you make stuff out of stuff that we made, it's ours, and you have to remove it.
Yeah, but at least like do something with that, like, because that sounds actually really cool.
No,
But-
it's just like just let it sit there, let it do what it does, and people will love it. And they'll be like, "Shit, man, I remember Nintendo. That's great." But when
I'll go
Nintendo's
buy a
like,
Wii
"No,
U."
you have to put it away, throw it away. It's trash. It's not yours," and then it's like, "Well, fuck you, Nintendo. I don't want your shit."
Nintendo and Konami are both horrible about games being remade by fans.
Yeah, I remember there was going to be a Unity remake of Metal Gear Solid, and I heard someone talking about it. I think there was a trailer, and I haven't heard any information. They probably got a cease and desist.
Konami was like, no, you can't handle our intellectual property like that. To be fair, that is technically the company's right. They are the intellectual property
Legally, they are in the
holders.
right to take down both this remake and the Metal Gear Solid remake.
That's true, but shouldn't it just be if they attempt to charge for it? Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't it come under copyright in terms of fair use? Like,
The thing that
The
think
big
about
thing
it.
is, these are Japanese companies, and Japanese copyright law
okay, to be fair,
probably
didn't
works
we
differently
just
than
mention
American.
Capcom being good about this?
Yeah.
Isn't there supposed to be some sort of international copyright law thing going on?
I'll look it
No,
up.
I don't even know.
Here's the thing. I'm not sure, but in American like
In America!
courts, if you then want to actually sue somebody over infringement, someone can hold say like this Voxel's Zelda game and say, well, you're not defending your brand or whatever ever properly, so we should have the right to continue infringing.
Yeah, there's
like
that.
your-
There's that too. You have to defend your brand in order to
But
kind
it's-
of keep it. It's a
That's
dumb
why-
system, but
Which is why the whole Capcom picking up the Mega Man Cross Street Fighter game was actually good, because you're not dicking over the community,
yeah,
and you're also just like, hey, congratulations, you have a Mega Man game out now, and like nothing has been hurt.
No, I mean, like, that's the thing. People making fan games is them expressing their enjoyment and love of the game or series or company that they're doing it after. And that's just like basically the whole thing of a fan game.
So
it's
basically,
ridiculous.
I looked it up, and apparently, international copyright law. It's there's a treaty, and basically, if a work is, say, published in France, then no matter where it is, it falls under the copyright law of France. So I'm not sure if Japan has fair use or not, but it's dumb overall.
Why are you hurting?
Because copyright makes me want to kill myself.
So anyway, in random things, I'm going to kind of like butt myself into this little thing here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shit. But if you guys haven't been keeping up with my Perler streams, I've made a good number of things. I made this Keyblade.
Dude, that's sick.
Oh, he's freaking out.
Studley
Your
is
little Keyblade.
amused.
I'm the
Um,
biggest Kingdom Hearts nerd.
I made
Studley
this.
is nice.
I made this Miku for a friend. He paid me, so I'm
Is she
actually
holding
making
a
bank
leak?
on this. Yeah, she's
Oh,
holding a leak.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a thing that Hatsune does.
Hey, so if you show off that thing during the stream, are you leaking it?
Oh. And I have a thing about leaks that we can go into after this.
I don't have any.
You have a leak
Transitions.
topic for the podcast?
This little guy's on my Etsy store. I also opened an Etsy store for these little things.
Ooh.
Website there. I made Mega Gardevoir Party Sprite.
Cool.
I made fucking Halucha, one of the greatest motherfuckers in the land.
I am one of the greatest motherfuckers in the land.
I made Flygon
Persona 5 leaked. Wow. I totally didn't realize that.
and a Pokeball.
Oh, and that's a net.
Yeah,
I am a
ball, right?
Pokepole.
Nest Ball,
No.
yes. N-E-S-T. Nest Ball. It's good for catching Pokemon that are a lower level than you.
Oh, cool.
Or a low level range. I forget.
Otherwise known as the pedo ball.
That's fucked up.
No.
I'd show you the Yukimura Sanada I made, but he hasn't been ironed yet.
Oh.
Actually, I could. I could. I just have to switch some things over. It'll take me a minute. You guys carry on. I'll show you when I'm all set up.
All
Just
right.
go ahead, keep going, guys.
I have a topic. Can we talk about the Google April Fool's email fuck up?
Oh.
How they lost a ton of people their jobs with the whole mic
Mhm.
drop thing.
And it was only on
So
mine
they-
for like, I want to say
One of-
15 minutes too.
One of my
You know what? I was sending an email while that happened, so I saw that and I was like, that's fucking stupid. Why would they do that?
there was a good screenshot of someone attempting to notify their like one of their partners, right? Like it was a client and talking to another client about whose daughter had died. We're like,
Oh,
we're
I
so
saw
sorry
that
for
one.
your loss, and you know we hold her in all of our best missions or all of our prayers and all that sort of thing. And underneath was the fucking minion mic drop, like boom, your daughter's dead.
That's so true. Like,
So what? They did something that added stuff to the email.
They
Mhm.
replaced
They
the
added-
send.
basically-
They
all it
replaced the
was-
send an archive button, archive, whatever, with Google Mic Drop.
they didn't replace it. They moved it down.
Oh yeah, they moved it. And so basically, it inserts a GIF of a minion dropping a microphone into your email. Now then, it takes the place of where the send an archive button is.
And also,
A lot
you
of people
couldn't reply
inadvertently
to
sent
it.
important emails with that GIF.
Yeah.
you also couldn't reply with it. It would eliminate the ability to reply to your email.
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So they don't even have a chance to explain themselves.
Nope.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
That
Lost
was
Super's
ton of
parents
people
apparently
got
disowned
fired.
him because of that prank.
Yeah.
What?
Super's parents disowned him. I'm sorry, Super, but we all knew that was coming.
Oh, well, you know.
And then Google
But
was
no.
just like, just a prank, bro. Jeez.
No.
Can't you see the
They were
camera?
like really
People-
sad about it.
People lost their fucking jobs. No.
Mhm.
That is not a good break.
Minions.
The only good one on the
ruining
internet this
everybody's
year was the
lives.
Pornhub one. It was
Pornhub.
Pornhub.
I have no
Oh, yeah.
clue what we're
Porn,
I have-
porn
I have-
everywhere.
I have no clue what we're talking about because I am a pure and innocent soul.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Uh huh.
Is that a picture of Kanye West in your room?
Yep.
What? Where?
Oh,
Just
speaking of
hanging.
weird pictures, I have this.
I have
Where?
like I should talk.
It's
I have
a-
a picture of a taco shop right there.
Are you talking about
the-
this one?
No, he's talking to me.
Oh, I was gonna say. He's
Picture of
talking
Kanye
to me.
West.
I'm like,
It's a thing. It's a thing. I did
Oh,
this
so-
really shitty little Assassin's Creed Syndicate skit where I've been preaching for at least a year that the game was gonna suck, and it comes out to great reviews. And I had this little thing where I had filmed this video, right, of me sacrificing this game. I took the PS4 case for Knack actually, and took out the box art, put in the Assassin's Creed Syndicate box art, prepped a little shrine to burn it, went online, looked at the reviews, and I was like, fuck, like I can't sacrifice this game. It was it was about a 4-minute skit with a lot of build up, right? The first time I filmed it, it had my whiteboard in the shot, and my whiteboard had the word sacrifice scrawled on it, and then underneath buy milk, but it had a piece of paper in the bottom right hand corner. And that piece of paper had a lot of sensitive passwords on it
Oh.
that I didn't know were there.
Oh, god damn it.
show this because I'm ready now. If you can, there we go.
I
That little guy took like
apologize.
an hour and a half. No, that's all right. This
Got a
little guy
thing.
took like an hour and a half to make.
Your video is
Your
top-
camera's off.
We are
Camera
just-
should be on.
but it's not.
Well, now at least I can only see
Come on.
Dre's face, and Dre has a beautiful face.
Is it
Thank
on?
you.
No.
Hold
Don't know what. Me and Guthrie were talking about this before the podcast started about how much random shit we have on our desk.
Oh my
Little
god.
personal- a porcelain dog.
Alright,
Better?
so before we go more off
Oh,
topic,
my camera is just not working. I gotta.
And some some beat art that I bought at a con.
Beat art. Hold on.
Can somebody bring this to my corpse when I die, please?
Oh, Mega Man!
Mega Man.
Give me a second.
Captain. Oh man. Yeah, somebody bring this to my corpse when I die and lay it up on me.
It's just you and me now, apparently. Both Guthrie and Sly are gone.
Oh, I'm
back.
here.
Oh, you are? Oh. Well, now I just have Dre's face, like, taking up most of my computer screen now.
I've gotta restart my Skype. Apparently, I'll be back.
Oh.
Oh, wait,
See ya.
are we back online? Yep, we're back
We've been
online.
back online.
We will. Yeah, we were.
We've
never
been
off.
streaming
We were
the
just-
whole time.
They saw my face.
Yeah. Someone
Anyway,
better have
so
screen capped that.
just in case I missed the last part of the story, just that's been following me around for a while. I just keep it in my room, and my mom will occasionally walk into my room and go, "Why is Kanye West still on your wall?" And I'll be like,
Because every night I pray to Jesus. Oh, by the way, it was Easter,
He was trying
and we
to
were doing
convince
an egg
you
hunt,
that
and my little brother was upset about something. I was just like, Charlie, shut up. This is a day about Jesus. But I said, Jesus?
"Oh dear."
And my mom was just like, did you really just say Easter is about fuck? God damn it. We need to wrap this up before Skype crashes again.
All right, so Google fucked up with minions again.
According to
VR.
leaks, you can choose you can choose Link's gender in the next Legend of Zelda game.
Are we live again?
Yes.
We've been streaming the whole time, so the call's back online.
Fun stuff. Fun
Alright, I'm
stuff.
back.
That sounds that sounds cool. Wasn't that a leak? Is it for the game for the Zelda game on the Wii U?
It's going to be for the next Zelda game, according to the leaks, but the leaker has been wrong plenty of times, but was right about Paper Mario, so...
If it is true, then that's great.
Yeah, if it's true, it's cool. I don't really mind it.
No one should.
We can't really know. I mean, leaks in general are pretty unreliable. I'm just going to wait until E3 this year. Like, I've been wondering a lot about Battlefield 5, and you, like, Google Battlefield 5 every day, and it's like, oh, it's going to be a World War I game. It's going to be a Revolutionary War game. It's going to be a Star Wars game. It's like, no one can really know. Although, to be fair, Revolutionary War Battlefield would be hilariously fun.
I would wonder how they would still work in all the same mechanics.
They wouldn't.
Because they totally would. It's like, okay, so how are we going to do the bombing mission, but with no planes?
You're on a ship with a bunch of cannons.
Actually, you know what? They did that in Far Cry Primal with owls.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where you literally whistle an owl, and then there was somebody I saw Super Buddy Hop, and then he put actually like the actual noises of like one of those missions in like a Call of Duty game where it's just like bombing, and it fits so well.
Nice.
Far Cry Primal, that game exists.
That's it.
If people are complaining, are people complaining about this? There being a female Link.
People have been. They're like, it's a story-driven game, and it's going to change the entire narrative, and it's just like, you don't know until it comes out.
If
Yeah,
people
are
are
complaining, and it's dumb.
The people who complain about there being a female Link are the people that complain about there being a black actor in The Force Awakens. It's the same sort
or
of
a strong
thing.
female character in Rogue One.
Like the only thing that I would have to complain about is literally like I feel like that it shouldn't be an optionary thing. To me, I think if you're going to do it, just do it.
Why not? Why can't it be an optional
Just
thing?
go full on.
Because it devalues the female Link character. I would prefer if it was just like it's like, okay, here's just a Zelda game, but Link reincarnated as a female this time. It's like, okay, that sounds fine. I don't know.
I wouldn't
I
really
don't
mind
think that
either
it
way, so
devalues-
long as the gameplay and story is up to scratch, which it probably will.
I just don't want
I don't
another
think it-
friendship kind of
I don't
thing
think it
happening.
devalues the female Link. Honestly, I think if anything, it empowers the female Link. And I think that forcing it down people's throats, unfortunately, every sort of audience of any sort of art is going to have some portion of its fan base that isn't going to tolerate any sort of political correctness that's coming into games. So making it optional allows you to please the people who want a female Link, which is great. I'm one of those people. I would love to see a female Link. And allows the people who are complaining about a female Link to shut the fuck up because it's optional anyway.
But they'll bitch anyway. Again, like these are the
So
people.
let them bitch. Every
they're the-
single movement that has ever existed is going to have people that bitch about it. So if your complaint about doing something is that people are going to bitch about it, that doesn't seem valid to me.
I mean, honestly,
Exactly,
in
but-
gaming currently, even if it was just a normal Legend of Zelda game, people would still bitch about it. So
It hasn't been good since Ocarina of Time.
it
But
hasn't
here's the
been
thing,
good since it hasn't been good since the first one. You know, what caused the downfall of the Legend of Zelda series was the release of Legend of Zelda.
It hasn't been good ever.
I would just say, like, if Nintendo is making it optional because they want to mitigate backlash, that's not going to work because these are the same people who are like, there's gay romance options in Mass Effect, and I guess that means they're going to force me to do them. Ugh. Like it's
Speaking
Oh, that's just
of
playing to
shit,
your own hidden desires.
Speaking of shit,
Oh,
I
but also
complained
one
about
more
this-
thing is, I remember some old rumors that the next Zelda game was going to be more Skyrim-like and open world. So it might be that the gender choice
said
option
that.
kind of plays into how open it might be. But then again, those are rumors from like 2013. So honestly, who even knows at this point?
speaking of shit that people get mad about for this plague of political correctness that's sweeping our culture, the new Baldur's Gate expansion has been
Oh, I
receiving
heard about
backlash
this.
for having a trans character. I want to shoot the entire Gamergate community. Okay.
That happened in Dragon Age Inquisition too.
Uh-huh. They're shoving all their social justice warrior bullshit down our throats. Oh my god. Just, okay. Permission to bitch about Gamergate for a second?
Granted.
Okay, granted.
Okay, just, I won't make it too long.
Yeah,
Although,
just
too
keep
long.
it short.
Yeah.
And then
For me, okay. Just the fact, okay, I got into a rant with a guy from Wales who actually really likes my shit. He's become a buddy of mine. His channel is Lentertament on YouTube. It's the Welshman's Ramble. He's a pretty cool dude. I don't agree with him on a lot of the things he talks about, but he talks about them in a way and be like, okay, I understand why you believe that. So he's an interesting guy. I got into a rant with him. I tweeted out something that was like, Gamergate people complain about there being censorship in games, but at the same time want to censor the Baldur's Gate expansion because it has a trans character in it and want to shove social justice shit down our throats. It's prominently, or at least from my understanding, the Gamergate community that is complaining about this, and I cannot stand Gamergate. Like, if I ever get asked about it, I'm going to be open about the fact that I don't like Gamergate. I appreciate what they claim to do, because they talk about... Yeah, well,
But they don't do it.
They sort of do, but in the wrong way. Gamergate claims to be for ethics in games journalism, which I can respect. I respect there being ethics in games journalism, just as I respect there needing to be ethics in all journalism. One of the things that it immediately makes me think of is the fact that a lot of news corporations are bought and constantly support Hillary Clinton and bash Bernie Sanders in the new political campaign, right?
Mhm.
Like that sort of thing, and that sort of pertinent idea needs to be in games journalism too. I agree with that. The problem with it is that it consistently attacks minorities and women. this whole shit started because people got mad that Zoe Quinn slept with a reporter, and we don't even know if she did. And any sort of campaign that uses doxing and releasing of personal information to try and enforce its policies, okay, I'm done. I need to stop. It's a culture war. It's a culture war. It's not even going after games ethics and journalism. It's a culture war against political correctness. And the funny thing is, people bitch about political correctness when political correctness is just about trying to stop people from being assholes.
Mm-hmm. This sounds like something that you and I should collab on for a video.
Yeah, we should talk about.
My only comment is kind of a shame about the Baldur's Gate thing. I'm not a Baldur's Gate person, but apparently you could say that there's some legitimate criticism for how they kind of shoehorned it in. But then all of these assholes just come in and, like, now all of that criticism can pretty much be said to be, in a sense, illegitimate, if you will.
It's the whole thing with, like,
people complain about the trans character being like, hey guys, I'm trans, when in reality it took like 2 or 3 dialogue options character to admit that. I don't know if the character is a trans male or trans female, so I'm just going to use they them pronouns. Okay. To admit that they were trans, right? Like, it's not being shoved down your throat. Whether or not it was poorly written isn't what people are complaining about. What people are complaining about is the fact that it's there.
Exactly.
And that makes me so mad.
It's that whole thing with I'm invoking her name, the whole Anita Sarkeesian thing, where it's like, whatever legitimate problems you have with her, now we can't talk about that because you've opened up your conversation with shooting your pistol in the air, and now nothing.
And I have my own problems with Anita Sarkeesian too.
Exactly.
People claim that she's playing a professional victim, and I can understand that perspective. But I like what she talks about. I believe there needs to be better female rep and minority rep in games. I agree with what she's saying. More accurate body types in game design characters. I like what she's talking about, even though there can be an argument being made for, games are meant to not portray reality. It's an alternate reality, blah, 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 right? Like, I can understand both perspectives, but for the most part, I like the idea of what she's doing. I don't like her playing a victim and speaking for a community that never elected her in the first place. Mm-hmm. But the idea is, you can like Anita Sarkeesian, you can dislike Anita Sarkeesian. You can like Zoe Quinn, you can dislike Zoe Quinn. You have to respect their personal privacy. You don't dox them, you don't send them death threats, you don't send them rape threats.
Why did she block her comment section? Well, maybe because you said you were going to rape her. Maybe that's the reason.
And personal addresses being leaked. And the funny thing is, it's not just women, because they did this to Phil Fish too when he came out in support of Anita Sarkeesian. But the problem is, it's happening mostly to women and minorities and minority women. That sort of thing. The only guy that I've heard about being attacked by Gamergate is Phil Fish. A couple of male actors and game designers and journalists have come out against Gamergate, and no one targeted them at all. But as soon as a woman does it, she's getting doxxed.
I mean, honestly, we should probably move on before this turns into an entire rant episode. But I agree with all of the points raised. I mean, in general, the whole female link controversy, I feel, is kind of dumb because we don't know what the game is going to be like at all. This might all be completely false information, because the person who leaked this has been wrong plenty of times before. That's how kind of games news works. Most leaks are completely BS.
Yeah.
Anyway, do we have another topic?
Just speaking of Nintendo stuff, since we don't have an official list,
we kind of moved off the official list. That was kind of the last official topic, but we can go on for a little while longer, and then I'll have to go, so...
Okay. I know Sly might have something to say about this. I'm not sure if we've covered this already on the episode I wasn't on, the Star Fox Zero Challenge thing.
Never heard of it.
No, neither have I.
You know the white Tanuki leaf in the recent Mario games?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. They're incorporating something like that into Star Fox Zero. People lost their minds about it, saying that it was, the whole typical
Oh my god.
time for playing games on easy, mostly just because he wants to play them on easy, he can play them on easy. Everyone enjoys games differently. If you want to be a masochist, be a masochist. If you want to like play games walking down the road of sunshine and rainbows, do that. Just don't play Dark Souls. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
The Skype call went offline again. It crashed. So,
Okay, so
we'll be wrapping this up before it crashes again.
all right. So what you doing there, Sly?
Yeah, I'm just sitting around. I'm not up to much. Just kind of.
You're not up to much.
You're an adult.
I am. Actually, I've been an adult since late January.
I pay taxes.
I have to register for the draft.
I'm in debt.
Actually, it's really funny. I'm going to be able to pay for college pretty easily. So I'm not going to be in much debt.
Nice.
Debt is debt, though.
True.
I'm doing my ACT next month, or SAT.
I'm doing
SATs.
ACT and SAT next month.
That's gonna be fun.
I did mine last year. Wait, are all of you juniors?
Yeah.
I am a junior.
I'm a junior.
Oh,
Dre's a junior.
God, I'm a senior. I'm talking to little kids.
Excuse me.
You want to fight?
Excuse me. I've been graduated for almost 5 years now.
I thought for a second I thought you were going to say, "God, I'm old." Like,
Sly, how old are you?
SpongeBob last aired in 1942. Feel old yet?
Spy Kids is 15 years old, guys.
Lemon Daddy? Horror Nerd says Lemon Daddy. I can be your
Lemon
daddy
Daddy.
if you want me to be your daddy. God, I am senpai. Bow to me.
Want Senpai to own it? Notice you?
You're a
Make him.
senpai. You don't even go to the same school, so
You have to take the new SAT, don't you?
yeah.
I feel bad for you guys. Like, I took the old SAT the last time it did. I think my highest score, it was out of 2400. I got a 2140.
The new one is really easy. Just looking at it and from, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
SAT,
SAT,
they kind of complicated with the whole.
They made it more
just
like
music.
they made it easier to take, basically. In the essay is optional, but really it isn't, because if you're not doing the essay, then people are going to be like, what are you?
if you
why
want
are
to
you
get
not
into a
doing the essay?
self-respecting college, you have to do
Yeah.
the essay. If you want to get to a self-respecting college, you have to do the essay. That's why I fucked up on the ACT, because I did it without the essay. I got a 33 out of 36, but
Nice.
Do we want to end the podcast and then we could talk about the?
Yeah,
our
sure.
SAT?
I mean, we're kind of out of topics.
Anyway, so
I'll
Yeah.
just stop streaming. This has been Geeks by Gaslight.
plugs. Obligatory plug time.
Yeah, plug.
Oh yeah,
Plug away.
guys, follow me on my. I want to just.
Fuck, I almost pulled that off my computer.
I just want to plug. I just started Twitch. I just started using my Twitch channel for things. Go to it. It needs some maintenance so it looks pretty, but yeah, I'm going to be streaming more often. I'm actually going to be Thrani tomorrow. So
You don't need any maintenance, baby cakes.
Right.
favorite, comment, and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to my Minecraft tutorial videos. I'm gonna teach you how to build a pick. So first you have to take the diamond ore and then put in.
No,
I'm gonna
first
actually show you how to make a. I'll show you how to make a melon timer here. Let me just pull up. Let me just pull up. Let me just pull up. Dude, you not know what a melon timer is?
Why not a lemon?
I'm not holding content hostage. I'm just canceling the show if you don't all start donating to my Patreon and no.
I stream Perlers and sometimes video games. Perlers is kind of taken over. I got Crimson now, so I can start doing more, red things, which is exciting.
Nice.
It is. It is exciting. I can do more things that deal with actual red.
I look forward to trying to watch your streams and then my internet crashing.
Same.
Yes, because I stream at 720, 60 frames per second. And because I'm not a Twitch partner, you can't control what quality you're getting. This is one thing I don't really like about Twitch, is if you're not partnered, you can't do any quality control on your videos for people.
God damn
What
it.
are you doing?
What are you... Why is there a black guy kissing Aiko from Honey Pop?
Because Viv just sent me that with the caption, sometimes the side chick ain't even real. I want to die. You should follow me on YouTube with Captain Studley.
Expect
Follow
a
me.
social justice rant coming up soon with me and Sly.
Because I am the most famous here, and you should follow.
This is one thing I don't really like about Twitch is if you're not partnered, you can't do any quality control on your videos for people.
God damn
What
it!
are you doing?
What are you? Why is there a black guy kissing Aiko from Honey Pop?
Because Viv just sent me that with the caption, sometimes the side chick ain't even real. I want to die. You should follow me on YouTube with Captain Studley.
Expect
Follow
a
me.
social justice rant coming up soon with me and Sly.
Because I am the most famous here, and you should follow me and make me more famous.
Hey guys,
I
I'm
don't
pretty
have
famous
anything
with
to
the
plug.
30 with the 30-some Twitter
Outside
followers.
of
By the way,
outside
follow
of-
me on Mitomo and Facebook and Twitter.
on Mitomo.
You should probably
Well,
like plug
Tomo?
yourself on the chat.
Why don't you have them follow you on MySpace?
Yeah, do that
too?
before I take it offline. Because I have no
nobody's,
idea when Skype's crashing.
All right, I gotta go because my family sounds like they're being pretty active, and I should go hang with my grandma a little bit. So, bye, kids.
Alright, that
Later,
was
guys.
Geeks by
Bye,
Gaslight.
guys.
So, yeah, I'll end it.
They just all